Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you here. If you're a regular, hi again. And if you're passing through, then feel free to have a look at any of the other stuff that I've got up there. You might find some of it interesting. Speaking of visitors, obviously the last video that I did, I'll leave a link for it up here, was to do with flat Earth and the final experiment that has recently finished just down in Antarctica. And it was a genuine offer to make a model, because that's what I'm all about. And the amount of traffic that has come through for a very small channel like mine has been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much guys for dropping by. I would love to know in the comments down below how you found that video, how it appeared for you. Yeah, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Speaking of that first video, there's an awful lot of comments that I haven't got round to. My apologies. It's obviously just before Christmas, and with work and Christmas shopping and things like that, I really haven't had the chance to go through. And as I say, there is a load of comments there that I haven't responded to. I will get round to it as soon as I've got this filmed and uploaded. I will be going through all of those comments and replying to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to drop a couple of lines. So if this is the first video that you're watching, just to give a very quick recap, there are a number of people around the world who believe that the Earth is actually flat. Obviously this is contrary to what we are taught in schools for the most part. There's another couple of folk who believe that everything is a computer simulation and we're kind of living in the Matrix, but we'll leave them out of it for the time being because I don't do computer modelling. Anyway, for the people who believe in a flat Earth, one of the things that cannot happen according to the model, they call it a model, their sort of belief and map and things like that that they use to illustrate a flat Earth, you cannot get 24 hours of sunlight continually in the Antarctic. So a gentleman by the name of Will Duffy invited a few people down there to actually take observations and settle that part once and for all. There were 4 people on the flat Earth side, there were 4 people on the globe Earth side. They spent a couple of days down there. They carried out loads of experiments, most of which was photography, and they've now got a full 24-hour time-lapse video of the sun staying in the sky, and that has been published on the internet. As of recording this, they have left Antarctica and are now back in Chile and should be heading back to their homes for Christmas, which is all great. And obviously the full data from all of the experiments and the camera footage and things like that will be getting published in due course, but I guess those guys deserve a break because some of them had been awake for close to 48 hours from what I have seen. And from what we've seen on live streams, people like Jeren from Jerenism, who was one of the flat earthers, has come on camera and said, yes, there is a 24-hour sun. It does appear as if our map is incorrect. We've always said that this can't happen. Here's a clip of him.
All right, guys. Sometimes you are wrong in life, and I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it. But I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said, "You want to go? I'll take you," and brought me here, and it's a fact. The sun does circle you in the south. What does that mean? You guys are gonna have to figure that out yourself. Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you, but at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that what does it mean? You have to figure it out. You know, to me it means that the AE map no longer works, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. It doesn't mean that AE map is over, flat Earth is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer. I don't have that answer.
Now in the last video I showed you this animation here, and obviously as you can see from the way they've got the sun moving, you can't get 24 hours of sunlight down in Antarctica. That's been disproved. So the model that I offered to make in order to help them work out what was happening with the 24-hour sun, nice and clear. It's an old cake stand, and I've got an endoscopic camera so that we can look up from the underside and see what the sun actually does from a ground level perspective, it would appear that this is no longer required, which is a shame because I was actually looking forward to having a bit of a mess about with it. But what he has also said is that they do now need to go back and have a rethink about the way things work. Obviously, this piece of information, which was new to him, has set a cat among the pigeons, and they're going to have to come up with another way of thinking, or another map, or another model that will take into account the fact that there is confirmed 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Now, we also have this that was said by another one of the chaps that was down there, a gentleman by the name of Austin Whitsitt.
Yeah, so I mean, I was one of the people that said I definitely didn't think that there was a 24-hour sun. We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but it is doing what they said it would do, very clearly, and it is still dancing around high in the sky. But yeah, you know, I said what I feel about this the whole time. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I think that we're truly trying to figure out the truth. Obviously, some people think that what we were told is the truth. I don't think that, but I do think that people need to be honest and humble and be like, whoa, you know, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun. So yeah, and I know a lot of people want to know what my take is in terms of how does it work and stuff. And I will, like a quick teaser, I've seen a physical demonstration that could show this working.
Now, obviously, I would love to see what that model looks like, because I can certainly recreate it and double check it. No problem with that at all. And essentially, my offer still stands. If there is a model that can be built that can show how the sun moves in the sky from ground level in the way that I offered last time, I am perfectly happy to have a stab at making it and help prove or disprove your point of view. No issue with that at all. The one thing that I would say, however, is that I think my original idea of having it as a clear model is still a good one, because then we can get camera angles from essentially everywhere. And for that, and I never ever on this channel thought that I would ask for anything like this, that kind of thing is going to need specialist materials that I'm going to have to purchase, possibly things like perspex sheeting, clear plastic, that kind of thing. So I have signed up to Ko-Fi, and I will leave a link down in the description below. If, in order to help out with materials or anything like that, you want to drop a couple of bucks in there to help things along the way, it would be greatly appreciated. Or even if it is just to buy me a coffee. Let's face it, in all the rest of the videos you've seen me partaking, it does fuel the fire. So, all that being said, I should probably leave this video where it is for the time being. I'm not sure of what model it is that I'm supposed to be making. If anybody has any ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I am more than happy to give it a stab and help out. That offer, in the spirit of fair play, still stands and always will. If you're interested in model making or figure painting in general, then please feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons, because I really do need to get some of my other normal crafting videos up and published. Plus, of course, there's Christmas coming up and there's a huge amount of prep for that. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys at some stage in the future. Bye for now.